start things off, I have these few brushes here that don't really go in a holder. I'm going to keep all of these. I do like them. This crown brush is really nice. This side for concealer, blending it out, and then this side here for setting under my eyes, and then this one I actually really like too for concealer and for setting primer and that sort of thing. And then this one actually, I mean, it's kind of a cute thing, but it actually blends out foundation really nicely. I really like it. So we're keeping that. And this e.l.f. kabuki style kind of brush is really nice for packing on powder as well. So I'm keeping those. And then going into the smaller eye brushes that were all in this jar here and covered in the bottoms, on the bottoms with Epsom salt. I am going to be keeping most of them, and then these few here I'm going to get rid of. I don't use these ones. I don't really like the shapes of those ones. And these are all, yeah, just eye brushes that I really enjoy. And then there's an eyebrow brush here. And this brush from Essence is actually really nice for like gel eyeliner and stuff. It's got a really nice kind of density to the tip. It's got a little bit of give, but it still is stiff enough that it does a nice line. So I am keeping all of these ones, and then these few are going somewhere else. Next up, I have these eye brushes here. They were all in this jar here, and most of these are really tiny, thin ones from just with the handle, and most of them are actually like flat style brushes. So I think, let's see, right here, am I going to get rid of any of them? I think I'm going to get rid of this one. I've had this forever, and it's one of those like hard smudgy things, and I never use it, so we don't need to keep that. Let's see. I don't like this one for eyeliner or anything. It's too flimsy, so we will get rid of that one. And all the rest here, out of the pink ones, we will keep. These ones here are pretty old. They're Merle Norman brushes that my mom had when I was younger, and then she upgraded at one point, and I ended up getting all of these. So they have a little bit of sentimental value to them, even though they're not the greatest quality. I will say for sure I'm getting rid of this one. It's an eyebrow brush, and it's kind of splayed all over, but I mean, its bristles are hard. They're almost like a plastic. So that's going. And do I use any of these? No, I don't use these at all. And I don't use this at all. It's kind of a weird shape. And again, they're old, so they're all splayed out. So I think it's time to say goodbye because I don't need to keep those. So I'm going to keep this bunch here, and they're all, like I said, most of them are like flat shader brushes and that sort of thing. So they are going back in this jar. Okay, so these are my regular size brushes. Eye brushes. They were in this jar here, and I just kind of halved it. So this is kind of the first half. I'm going to declutter, don't mind this stuff here. I am going to declutter these ones just because I don't really like them. I like sponge tip applicators, but this particular one is kind of going hard and crunchy, so it's no good to me anymore. And then I just don't really like the shape and the feeling of those, but I do like all of these. And again, I have some more of these pink ones, and since I emptied out a few of the other ones, I can put these, hopefully they'll fit as everything comes tumbling down in this jar now. So put that back up, put that back there. Yay, those all fit. So we are going to move these over to a pile there. And I do like sponge tip applicators, so I'm going to hold on to these. I do wash them, and then once they get kind of grungy or falling apart, then I will get rid of them. And I do like the double-sided brushes, these type of things. I don't know, I just really like them for, even though they're kind of a pain to store, I do like using them. I don't know, I like the stiffness of the brushes most of the time in them, so I'm keeping all those and all of these because I am a brush hoarder. So we will move those to the side there and go to the rest of the eye brushes in this one. Next up, we have the rest of my eye brushes. I think there's probably more hidden around somewhere. But yeah, I'm going to keep all of these ones here, and I'm going to get rid of these few. These blue ones are by Delium Tools, and I really like these brushes. If you're looking for good quality, affordable brushes, check out Delium Tools. These are their Blue Diamond line, but they have a bunch that are all excellent quality. I was drawn to these when I was watching Mel Thompson use them and talk about them, and just the shape of them and everything. I really like them, so I picked those up. They are staying, as well as the rest of these, and these are going to a new home. Next up, I have from these two jars here some foundation and blush and kind of buffing brushes. I am getting rid of 2 from this bunch, and I'm keeping the rest just because I'm a hoarder, and these are some of my favorite shapes of brushes and that sort of thing. So, and a lot of them I use for foundation, so they get dirty a lot quicker than the powder ones. So yeah, when I get in a funk and I don't end up washing my brushes as regularly as I should, I still switch them out regularly. I always have backups, so this is why. I am going to be getting rid of this pile here. I do have another one of this. I have a lot of these brushes. I never use this. I don't really use lip brushes that much, so I don't really need 2 more. And this spoolie is kind of, I don't know, it's okay, but I don't like it. I have other ones that I like better. And then I have about 5 of these kinds of brushes. I don't need this one, and it's a little wonky in the shape, probably just the way it dried. But right now it's bothering me, so it can go. Then the rest of the ones that I'm keeping are various sizes of these. These are all just from eBay. I think one might be, yeah, one's a crown one that I got in BoxyCharm, I think. These brushes here, even though I'm getting rid of one, these are actually really nice for buffing out foundation. I just don't use them all that often. It's kind of dirty on the bottom, but they're really hard to clean. I mean, so are these kind of styled brushes as well. So I don't use them as often, but they are nice to use. I do have another one of these kicking around somewhere. This one I wasn't sure about, but I think I am going to keep it just because I don't really have any that are like this, and it's nice for bronzer or if I need to diffuse blush a little bit, because it isn't very dense. So, and I do like the angle on it. And then I have all of these. I have these kind of funny shaped ones. I really like these for blending in my eye primer on my eyes, and again, those get kind of gunky quickly just with the eye primer, so I like to have a few on hand so I don't have to, you know, wash my brushes all that often because I'm lazy. So I do have a few of those, and then I have some slanted brushes, some more of those buffing ones. Here's 2 more of the lip ones that I have, but these are actual full size, so I'm going to keep those ones. And then I have a whole pile of spoolies and eyebrow pencils. I don't know why I need this many, but I don't really want to get rid of any of them, so they're staying. And then I have an eyeliner brush, a concealer brush, and this is, I think, is a liquid highlighter brush from e.l.f. And yeah, I'm going to keep that one too. So these are staying, and the sponge over here is going. Tate, what are you doing?
What's this?
Are you playing with the brushes? Yeah. Okay, we have some more face brushes lined up here, and I'm going to get rid of these 3. This is a Walmart brand, and while it's really nice, it's starting to get a little, I don't know, it's not as pretty anymore, and I have so many brushes that I don't use it because it's not as pretty, but these are really good quality. I have a few of these kinds from this brand from Walmart. I don't even remember what it was because it's not on there anymore. It's been brushed off, but then I have this triangle shaped brush. I don't really use it that much, and I'm not sure. This is so flimsy, I don't really like it. But then I have these. These are my absolute favorite brushes. I got them off AliExpress, and it's this brand here. So if you can find them, excellent quality. Really just the bristles, the way they're packed, everything about it is really, really nice. I have this powder brush. I did order a bunch more powder brushes. This isn't, I really like the jumbo ones, and I used to have the Real Techniques one, and it has disappeared. So I have been trying to find another one that is as big as the Real Techniques one. So I ordered a few more just off AliExpress because I do order a lot of brushes from there. And I'm hoping I can find something that I like better. And if I do, then I will declutter that one. But at this time, I am keeping it. This is a really nice brush as well. It's not angled, so I don't use it as often for my blush, but I do like it. And then I have these. And I have these 2 because I was trying to find one that was this shape, because this brush is like a miracle brush. I'm not sure what it is about it, but when I go in too heavy with powders or like contour or blush or highlighter, I just have to buff this brush over it without anything on it, and it just blends stuff away. It's beautiful. I love this brush. So I was trying to find more because, I mean, it's just a cheap one that I got off AliExpress. So I ended up getting these, which are a little bit heavier, but I do like them and they do work for buffing and stuff. So I am going to keep them because I'm a brush hoarder. And I have this brush. I don't use it that often, but I mean, it's good to have around if I want to do a face mask that I need a brush for, or if I'm working on a client and doing their makeup, this is nice to put primer on with as well. I do have a fan brush here. I don't use them often, but I like to have at least one of everything in my collection if possible. Again, I have this stipple brush here. This I really like. I don't mind this for powder. It's a little bit bigger than the pink one that I have, so that will be staying. These aren't my favorite, but I do like them in a pinch for contour and setting my under eyes when the other ones are dirty. This and this are really nice if you want a really strong contour. And then, of course, I have these. These are nice for bronzer or if you want to just have a more diffuse contour as well. Okay, next batch of brushes that I have here. These are the ones I'm decluttering. I am going to declutter this fan brush here because I realized that I had another one that I like better. So this one is going to go bye-bye, as well as some more of these Merle Norman ones. I have this kind of one. And while I know you can be used for lips and that sort of thing, I never use this. I just find it too awkward. This is a Bare Minerals brush. I think I got in BoxyCharm, and it's one that has the indent in the thing, and it's just gimmicky for me. I don't use it. It's not my preferred method of brush for foundations. And then I have these pile here. Yeah, so some more contouring brushes, some highlighting brushes. This is really nice for, it's got dust on it. This is really nice again for contouring. This is really nice for setting the under eyes. Highlighter, some blush. This is really nice. We got this one recently, I think, in BoxyCharm, and I really like this for contouring as well, even though it says, oh, it is a contour brush. But yeah, contour or bronzer, I really like this one. Then I have some other ones here. This one is really nice. It's kind of flat, but it's got some fluffiness to it as well. So this one is nice to kind of, if you need to pack on something like a highlighter or some kind of powder, or it's really nice to really chisel out your contour on your nose or your cheekbones or that sort of thing. So that is staying, as well as all of these ones. And these are the last of the brushes that I have. These are all the ones that I'm currently using. They stay in this little container jar thingy here. And I usually have that on my vanity when this one isn't sitting there getting into everything. But yes, so these are all, or a good chunk of them are a little bit dirty because I have been using them. I do try to remember with the powder ones to use a brush cleaner after I use them, just so that they aren't as gunky and I don't have to worry about getting products from previous use on the brushes and, you know, changing the color and that sort of thing, making things muddy. So because these are all ones that I am currently using, the only one I'm actually going to declutter is this one. And I do kind of like the style of this brush, but these brushes, again, AliExpress, I really like this brand, but this line with them looking like this, they have the gold bottom. They keep falling off and it's bugging me, so I kind of don't want to keep it because of that. And I have so many brushes, so if I'm not going to use it because simply of the way it looks, then I can just say goodbye, because there's no point holding on to it if it's just going to be, you know, not loved and forgotten about. And yeah, so just one lonely one not going to make it. The rest of these are all going to go back into this container here. And then I'm going to try and clean up the mess that he's making right now. Tate, say hi. Yeah, you have my Q-tips? Yeah, trying to get stuff done with kids around. At least this one's quiet. So these are all the brushes that I am decluttering. So not a ton, especially compared to how many I have. And you know what? I'm pretty good about getting rid of stuff as they bother me. Like if something starts to fall apart or whatever, I usually just chuck it. Or if it starts to make me angry, I usually just give it to one of my girls to play with, because I don't like holding on to stuff that makes me mad when I'm doing my makeup. But these ones were sitting there still, so they are going. So bye brushes. Thanks for joining us. Time to go to a new home.